Eloise Bridgerton may seem charming, witty, and full of curiosity, but even in the world of high society, not everything is as perfect as it seems. The Bridgerton siblings have noticed patterns in her behavior that raise eyebrows, and today, for the first time, Claudia Jessie, the actress who brings Eloise to life, is hearing these surprising revelations, from impulsive decisions to stubborn independence. There are traits that could be considered red flags, even for someone as beloved as Eloise. As we dive deeper, you'll see how these small habits might just shape her future in ways fans never expected. Eloise has always been known for her curious nature, constantly asking questions and seeking answers about the world around her. While curiosity is a wonderful trait, it sometimes leads her to make decisions without thinking through the consequences. Her siblings, particularly Anthony and Penelope, have noticed this pattern and are often left scrambling to manage the fallout. From sneaking into events she's not supposed to attend to confronting people without a strategy, Eloise's impulsive nature can quickly turn small situations into major dramas. Even in high society, where etiquette and careful planning are everything, Eloise often throws caution to the wind. For example, in the events surrounding the Bridgerton family gatherings, Eloise has a habit of pursuing secrets or exploring mysteries that are better left alone. Her enthusiasm is admirable, but it often puts her at odds with others who prefer calm and order. Her siblings sometimes worry that her impulsiveness could backfire, damaging relationships or complicating delicate situations. What makes it more striking is that Eloise seems completely unaware of the tension her actions can cause, which only makes her family's concern grow stronger. This impulsive streak is not just about curiosity, it reflects her strong desire to act on her own terms, even when the risks are high. It's as if Eloise trusts her instincts more than any plan or advice, and while that can lead to exciting discoveries, it also sets the stage for conflict. Fans watching the show might laugh at some of her daring actions, but for her siblings, it's a constant balancing act between admiration and worry. They love her dearly, but they also see the chaos that follows whenever she acts on impulse. As we look closer, it becomes clear that Eloise's impulsiveness isn't just a quirk, it's a red flag that influences every interaction she has. It can affect friendships, her standing in society, and even how her family perceives her judgment. By revealing this trait to Claudia Jessie, the Bridgerton siblings are not criticizing her. They are pointing out a pattern that could shape her story in ways that even fans haven't fully noticed. This is just the first of the red flags, but it already gives a glimpse into the tension and drama that surrounds one of Bridgerton's most fascinating characters. Eloise Bridgerton's mind is a whirlwind of questions, theories, and wild imagination. What sets her apart is not just her intelligence, but an unstoppable curiosity that drives her into situations most would avoid. While curiosity is often praised as a virtue, in Eloise's case, it sometimes ignites chaos in ways her family never expected. Her siblings, who know her best, have learned that her thirst for answers can be both her greatest strength and her most unpredictable flaw. Every secret she uncovers, every rumor she investigates, seems to pull her deeper into a web of complicated situations, and sometimes she doesn't even realize how far she's stepped into danger. Take, for instance, her relentless pursuit of stories and mysteries surrounding the Bridgerton household or London's high society. Eloise is fearless when it comes to digging into gossip or uncovering hidden truths. She asks questions no one else dares to ask, and she doesn't stop until she gets answers. While this determination makes her admirable, it also creates tension. With her siblings, Anthony often finds himself trying to contain the storm she leaves behind, while Penelope quietly worries about the consequences of Eloise's unrestrained curiosity. In their eyes, what begins as innocent exploration can quickly spiral into moments of embarrassment or unexpected conflict. What makes this red flag particularly tricky is that Eloise's curiosity is paired with a bold sense of independence. She refuses to be warned off or restrained, believing that she can handle any situation that comes her way. But even the cleverest minds can miscalculate. And Eloise's adventures into secrets often leave her family picking up the pieces. The siblings aren't criticizing her bravery, they're recognizing a pattern that could lead to repeated tension and unforeseen consequences. Every time she dives headfirst into intrigue, the ripple effects touch everyone around her, and the family begins to worry about just how far her curiosity might take her. Fans may see Eloise's curiosity as charming, even heroic, but for her family, it's a double-edged sword. It's thrilling to watch, yet nerve-wracking for those who know how easily things can go off course by sharing this red flag with Claudia Jessie. The siblings are offering an honest perspective on what it really means to live in Eloise's world. Her inquisitive nature is part of her brilliance, but it's also a warning sign, a hint that sometimes even the most intelligent actions can lead to the most chaotic outcomes. And for viewers, it raises a question: can Eloise learn to balance her curiosity, or will it continue to create storms around her? Eloise Bridgerton's mind races ahead, but sometimes her heart seems to lag behind. One of the most intriguing, yet concerning traits her siblings have noticed is her tendency to emotionally detach at moments when connection is most needed. In the heat of crisis or delicate situations, Eloise often retreats behind a wall of composure or witty remarks, shielding her true feelings. To those around her, it can feel like she's distant, unreadable, or even indifferent, but her family knows better. They see that behind the calm exterior lies a whirlwind of thought, a mind analyzing the world while her emotions remain carefully tucked away. This detachment can be both a defense mechanism and a source of frustration. Eloise is fiercely independent, proud, and determined to handle situations on her own. But the cost of that independence sometimes shows in moments where empathy, vulnerability, or open communication could have made a difference. For instance, during family conflicts or intense social encounters, she might respond with clever observations instead of openly expressing concern or fear. Her siblings Anthony, Penelope, and the others have learned that this pattern can leave misunderstandings unresolved and tensions simmering, even when Eloise's intentions are pure. What makes this red flag unique is that it's subtle yet powerful. Unlike impulsiveness or curiosity that causes immediate chaos, emotional detachment quietly affects relationships over time. Friends or allies might not immediately notice it, but the cumulative effect can create distance. Eloise's siblings recognize that while her mind is brilliant and her spirit bold, her heart sometimes operates on a different timeline, leaving those closest to her guessing what she truly feels. Claudia Jessie, who embodies Eloise on screen, might see these observations as surprising, but they're not criticisms, they're insights from the people who know her best. Her emotional walls are part of what makes her complex and fascinating, but they also serve as a caution. Even the brightest minds and sharpest instincts can create friction when feelings are left unspoken. For the audience, it's a reminder that Eloise is more than just curiosity and charm. She's a character navigating the delicate balance between intellect and emotion, and sometimes that balance tips in unexpected ways. Eloise Bridgerton is no stranger to bending the rules, and sometimes she doesn't just bend them, she shatters them. One of the most compelling yet challenging traits her siblings have noticed is her stubbornness when it comes to challenging societal and family expectations. Eloise doesn't just question tradition. She actively tests its limits, even when those around her warn her of the consequences. While courage and independence are admirable, this defiance can ripple outward, creating tension, misunderstandings, and even conflict that her family has to navigate. Her siblings have observed this pattern repeatedly. Eloise approaches life with a fierce sense of self, insisting on following her own path regardless of warnings, conventions, or advice. She's bold enough to reject plans that others see as safe or strategic, believing in her own judgment over anyone else's. While this trait makes her thrilling and unpredictable, It also fuels uncertainty both for her and for those who care. About her, the very strength that allows her to stand out in London's high society is the same strength that sometimes puts her at odds with family and friends. Asterisk, what makes this red flag especially unique is that it isn't about a single mistake or impulsive act, it's a pattern. Eloise doesn't just break rules once, she repeatedly challenges the system, daring to defy expectations at critical moments. From social customs to family traditions, she carves her own way, sometimes forcing others to react quickly, reassess plans, or even cover for her choices. Anthony and Penelope have often found themselves in the middle of the aftermath, realizing that Eloise's independence, while inspiring, carries consequences that cannot be ignored. Claudia Jessie, hearing these insights for the first time, might be surprised at how much her character's boldness can affect those around her. But this red flag isn't a criticism, it's a recognition of Eloise's complexity. She is brilliant, courageous, and fiercely determined, but she's also a storm of contradiction, blending curiosity, impulsiveness, and emotional distance with a relentless desire to chart her own course. For viewers, it's a fascinating reminder that even heroes of their own stories have traits that challenge those closest to them. Eloise's defiance, her unwillingness to conform, is part of what makes her unforgettable, but it's also a warning. The road she chooses may be thrilling, but it's never without turbulence. Eloise Bridgerton's personality has always sparked curiosity among fans, but now, with her siblings exposing her red flags, the questions multiply. Where could these traits lead her next? Every impulsive decision, every curiosity-driven adventure, every moment of emotional detachment, and every challenge to expectations is more than a quirk, it's a clue to the storylines that could shape her future. Fans have started piecing together theories, and some of them are as thrilling as they are unexpected. Could Eloise's defiance spark a scandal in London society? Will her impulsiveness lead her into a dangerous situation that changes her relationships forever? Or might her curiosity uncover secrets that even the Bridgertons weren't ready to face? One popular theory revolves around her relentless curiosity. Fans suggest that Eloise may stumble upon a secret in the Bridgerton world, something tied to family history, a hidden romance, or even a mystery involving London's elite that could test her siblings' patience and her own judgment. Another idea points to her emotional detachment. Perhaps this trait will complicate her future relationships, forcing her to confront feelings she's long avoided. Viewers speculate that her bold independence may lead her to make choices that break hearts, ignite conflicts, or even redefine her place in the Bridgerton family. But what makes these theories fascinating is how the red flags intertwine. Her impulsiveness could lead to a daring action, her curiosity could uncover a secret, and her emotional walls could prevent her from explaining herself, all while her stubborn defiance fuels the drama. Each red flag adds layers to the suspense, creating storylines that feel unpredictable yet entirely consistent with her character. Fans have theorized everything from forbidden romances to secret investigations, all based on the patterns her siblings are now pointing out. By sharing these insights with Claudia Jessie, fans get a rare behind-the-scenes perspective. The traits that make Eloise endearing are also the traits that make her story line explosive. For viewers, it's not just about watching her antics, it's about anticipating the consequences. Every red flag is a potential plot twist waiting to happen, and the Bridgerton family drama is richer because of it, as fans debate and speculate. One thing is clear, Eloise Bridgerton's story is far from predictable, and every decision she makes, bold, curious, or defiant, could reshape the world of Bridgerton forever. Asterisk, Eloise Bridgerton is a force of nature, intelligent, curious, independent, and unafraid to challenge the world around her. But as her siblings have revealed, even the brightest stars have shadows. Her impulsive decisions, her curiosity that sparks chaos, her emotional walls, and her stubborn defiance are more than quirks. They are red flags that shape her story, influence her relationships, and hint at the challenges yet to come. These traits make Eloise fascinating, unpredictable, and deeply human, reminding us that brilliance and chaos often walk hand in hand. The real drama lies in how Eloise navigates this delicate balance. Will her curiosity lead to discovery or disaster? Will her emotional detachment push others away, or will it protect her when it matters most? And as she continues to defy expectations, will her independence carve out freedom, or invite conflict she cannot control? These questions linger in every scene she enters, making her one of the most compelling characters in the Bridgerton universe. For her siblings, these red flags are a mixture of admiration and concern. They recognize her courage and wit, but they also see the consequences of unchecked impulses. By exposing these patterns to Claudia Jessie, they offer a rare window into the challenges behind the charm, showing that even beloved characters have complexities that drive both drama and storytelling forward. It's a reminder that Eloise is not just a character to watch, she's a story to feel, anticipate, and speculate about. And for fans, the takeaway is simple yet powerful. Eloise Bridgerton's journey is as thrilling as it is unpredictable. Every choice she makes, every risk she takes, and every wall she builds or breaks is part of a story that continues to unfold in surprising ways. The red flags aren't just warnings, they're invitations to watch closely, to debate, and to imagine the twists her path might take next. In a world where social graces meet secret passions, Eloise stands out not just for her charm, but for her complexity, her courage, and the storm of intrigue she carries wherever she goes. Eloise Bridgerton is more than just a charming, witty, and curious character. She is a storm of contradictions, a mix of brilliance and unpredictability. Her impulsive decisions, relentless curiosity, emotional walls, and stubborn defiance are what make her unforgettable. But they also reveal the challenges she faces and the ripple effects her choices create. For her siblings, these red flags are not criticisms, they're insights from the people who know her best. And for Claudia Jessie, hearing them offers a behind-the-scenes perspective on the complexity of bringing Eloise to life on screen. For viewers, the story doesn't end here. Each of these red flags is a clue, a hint of drama yet to come, and a spark for endless speculation. Will Eloise's independence lead her to triumph, or will it ignite conflicts that test the very foundation of the Bridgerton family? Could her curiosity uncover secrets that shift the story in ways fans never expected? These questions keep the suspense alive, and they invite fans to think, discuss, and imagine the possibilities. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Which red flag do you think will have the biggest impact on Eloise's journey? Are her impulsive actions harmless fun, or are they a warning sign of drama ahead? Share your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments. And let's see how the Bridgerton community interprets these hidden layers. Every fan perspective adds to the excitement, and who knows, your insights could be closer to the truth than anyone suspects. Eloise Bridgerton is a character who thrives on curiosity, courage, and bold choices, but she is also a reminder that even the most beloved characters have flaws that make their stories richer and more compelling. As the Bridgerton saga continues, one thing is certain: her red flags are not just warnings, they are the sparks of drama, intrigue, and unforgettable moments that will keep fans on the edge of their seats. Stay tuned, because with Eloise, the next twist is always just around the corner.